By the end of this video, you will learn how to stay competitive and confident on the pickleball court, even if your mobility isn't what it used to be. Whether you've got a cranky knee, some post-injury stiffness, or you're just feeling the effects of time, we're going to walk through exactly how to adjust your return game, movement, and court positioning so that you're not just keeping up, but actually improving. Let's face it, the older we get, the less explosive that first step might feel. That's totally okay, but it doesn't mean we can't still play smart and effective pickleball. One of the most noticeable mobility issues happens on the return side. You've just received serve, and now you've got to get from the baseline all the way up to the non-volley zone before the fourth shot comes back at you. And if you're not there yet when that ball arrives, it gets tricky fast. Getting to the kitchen line quickly is absolutely critical. It's where you have the most advantage in a rally. It's the court's power position. From the baseline, you're playing defense. From the kitchen line, you're taking control. But the challenge? Making that transition when you're not quite as fast as you used to be. So the big question is, how do you buy yourself enough time to get there? The first major adjustment is reshaping your return of serve. We're not talking about making it fancy or trying to hit winners here. The whole goal is to give yourself time. If you're taking the return low and fast because it looks good, you're probably making life harder than it needs to be. That kind of return gets the ball back quickly, yes, but it also gives you less time to get to the line. You end up stuck in mid-court or still moving when the next shot's coming, and that's when mistakes happen. Instead, try adding a bit more height and shape to your return. A higher arc, especially one aimed about 4 feet inside the baseline, buys you those extra couple seconds you need to move forward. As long as you're not hitting lobs that sit up like beach balls, you're fine. You're not making the return attackable, you're making it useful. There's a bit of a myth that any high return is a bad return, but unless you're floating it right into someone's strike zone, that's not true. A nice deep return with loft keeps your opponent's back and gives you time to move up, which is far more valuable than looking stylish with a low laser beam that leaves you stranded. You know the one, that low, fast, laser beam return that lands perfectly near the baseline and zips past your opponent's feet. It looks great. When it works, you feel like a highlight reel. But the problem is, you can't admire that shot and get up to the net in time. It's a trap, because while it might look effective once in a while, it's not sustainable if you're not closing the distance quickly. When you go for the sexy return, you usually have to sacrifice positioning. You end up halfway to the kitchen, out of balance, trying to hit a block on the move. Instead of thinking about showy shots, think about giving yourself a reliable setup. That higher return might not look flashy, but it wins more rallies, especially when you're navigating mobility concerns. Okay, let's say you've hit a solid return with the right shape, but you still can't get all the way to the kitchen line before the next shot is coming at you. This is where the split step becomes your best friend. The split step is a little pause in motion, a moment where you stop moving forward, get balanced, and prepare to receive the next ball. Instead of running through your shot, which often leads to unforced errors, the split step gives you stability. You stop, plant your feet, get set, and then hit. Even if you don't make it all the way to the line in one go, stopping in mid-court with a controlled split step gives you a better chance at making a quality shot than if you're stumbling forward as the ball arrives. Once you've handled the fourth shot, you can resume your movement and keep working your way up. You don't need to sprint, you just need to advance with control. A little bonus here, you don't need to jump in the air or mimic what younger players are doing with explosive, athletic split steps. You just need a solid, confident stop, like planting your foot and getting your paddle ready. This alone cuts down your errors drastically. One of the most common issues among players with mobility limitations is trying to hit while moving. Maybe you're still charging forward from your return and the ball comes early. You reach out, try to volley on the run, and bam, it goes into the net or floats high for an easy put away. What makes the biggest difference is getting your body set before you hit. Let's say you're still a few feet short of the kitchen line when the ball comes. Stop where you are, split step, and be still when you make contact. You don't need to be at the perfect spot, but you do need to be stable. Body control first, shot second, that's the rule. The mistake comes from feeling pressure to always be moving forward, but sometimes staying put and making a great balanced block is better than rushing up and hitting something wild. Set your foundation, get your paddle ready, and trust your position. When you're caught in that mid-court limbo, you'll often be facing hard shots from your opponent. They see you're not quite at the line, and they try to blast it at your feet. This is when the block volley becomes your go-to. A block volley is a quiet, controlled shot that absorbs pace and floats the ball gently over the net. You're not trying to hit a winner. You're just trying to reset the rally. It's a surprisingly subtle skill that's essential for players who aren't sprinting all over the court. To do this well, set your body, soften your hands, and let the ball rebound off your paddle. Use your backhand side for stability if possible, and just guide the ball over with minimal motion. If you're steady and your body is still, this shot can work wonders in buying you that final moment to step up and join the party at the kitchen line. The worst thing you can do here is try to do too much. No big swings, no stepping through your shot while you're moving. Keep it simple, controlled block, move forward, repeat. At the end of the day, pickleball is still very much a game of smart positioning and intentional movement. You don't have to be the fastest person on the court, but you do need to understand how to give yourself time and stay in control of your body. Start by reshaping your return to create space for yourself. Don't worry about being fancy, worry about being effective. If you can't get all the way to the net after your return, use the split step to stop and regain your balance. From there, focus on being still when you hit and using block volleys to stay in the rally until you've advanced. These small shifts in how you move and hit can reduce strain on your knees, prevent injury, and most importantly, help you keep playing the game you love for years to come. And as always, keep showing up, keep learning, and keep playing smart.